Memories last forever, trophies last forever, money come and go. Good morning, my name is Njima Khan, commonly known as Richard. I have been a horse racer from since I was in my early teens, racing bush race in Barron's Castle, in Sorghum Field, Sandpile, South River Beach. We moved from horse racing to motorcycle racing. From motorcycle racing we moved to car racing. From car racing I went back to horse racing again with my first import horse was Martha's Jewel. From Martha's Jewel we got into the natives, and I've stuck with the natives ever since then, from 1995 to 2017 when the Hurricane Maria and the track shut down. So now I prefer the native horses because you train a native horse. When you buy an import, you bought something that's already trained. You have to find the horse and then hopefully you win with it, or ask the previous owner what they used to do to the horse. And then the horse has to be acclimated to our climate before it can really show itself. A lot of people talk about inter-island racing. Inter-island racing, the concept of it is good, but animal suffers taking that sea trip across the board, the waters from St. Croix to St. Thomas, or St. Thomas coming back to St. Croix. In the States, it's okay because they go on road trips, they tranquilize them, they're on the road for a couple hours and they're done with that. But riding in the water is a whole lot more strenuous on the animal. I lost one horse doing that already, and that was Run for the Wire. He went to St. Thomas as a liver chestnut and came back as a palomino. So it was really hard on him. He died about 3 weeks after from colic. So inter-island racing is not that great of an idea. I know a lot of people want to push that. But I'd like to see the horse track reopen, because now I'm not racing any horses, so I'm forced to go back into cars. And the car track right now isn't doing all that great. So I'd really like to see somebody, a promoter, the government, somebody who decided that they want to pick that track up and do something with it. The horse track is a gold mine. A lot of people don't seem to understand that. That's where the money is, because if you have a casino, there is a potential to put a racino there. Divi had a racino there. The people from Philadelphia Park did a good job making money here when they were doing phone wagering and simulcasting racing. So that's an opportunity for the government, a promoter, a casino, somebody to make some money with it. Before they were closing down, I recommended to the horse owners and the board that let's do it ourselves. My response was, no, we can't do it. We don't have hotel rooms. So well, that's not an issue, but they made an issue out of it. So Carvel came in and they just shut that track down for the last 8 years or whatever, between permitting issues from the government, their financial issues with the governor. So far we went to William the Light. We raced a couple of horses in William the Light. The governor said he didn't like the idea of racing in the bush, so we're not racing at all. But guess what? We're racing in certain areas still. That horse race is still a strong interest in the community with the young people. The older people are dying out. The craft is, we're losing the ability to what do you call that? To regain the knowledge of the craft of training horses. Right? Because, I mean, everybody has video games nowadays and they can stay home and the kids are not going to get into trouble because they're home watching TV, but then you're raising what? Then you want to know why the kids are so violent, why they're so lazy, why they're obese, why they, you know, why they have no real interest in anything tangible. Horse racing, car racing, bicycle racing, I mean, foot race, all of these things are part of the young man's life. And we're lacking in this on the island right now. We have no leadership, we have no guidance, we have no avenues for the kids to exert themselves aside from basketball and baseball. And beyond that, that's it. So that's what I have to say for today. There was Croix and Emerald, which is a native that we bought from Pharaoh. And he ran well for several races, won a couple of the races. We had JP the Young, which I made a deal with Lal, Steroid Mintas. Lal down there by the farm, by the bridge by Trailer Park. He needed 4 tires for his Jeep, so we made a deal. I swapped him 4 tires for the horse. So I got him at a year old, and he was in the beginning. He didn't want to run. He didn't even want to run to the feed pan. That horse was the slowest, laziest thing there was. But when we found him, it took a little bit of a persuasion in a different form that I was chastised for doing, but it made the horse wake up and become a racehorse. So he was the only one to beat Caribbean Dancer, the mile and a 16th. And the one thing about JP, he loves the mud. So whenever it rained, he would do really well. But when it's dry, he didn't have good legs. His feet were very tender. His hooves were tender. But when it's muddy, he ran very well. We had Emerald Star I bought from Brian. And we bought him along with Top Shelf. Top Shelf had a short life. But Emerald Star went on to win a couple of races. He ran with Prince Crystal and that horse from Mikey, I forget his name. But Creation Rebel, right? They were battling all the time. So, he had a good career as well. But these were natives that, like I said, I'd rather train a native because I know I trained it instead of buying it from somebody from Puerto Rico or Tennessee or wherever it comes from and don't know what's going on with the horse. So it costs more to train a native horse because you have to take it from a baby, feed it, raise it, train it, take it to the track, exercise it. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, but the end result is when you see that horse coming down the stretch and he's in front, your head swell, your chest come out big, and you say, yeah, I did this. So you have a sense of accomplishment.
My name is Wade Abramson. My relation, I was a cameraman. I used to videotape the races. And one point before they had the photo finish, they used to use my camera for the official to make sure what is what. So I say a cameraman. If I had the power and the money, the first thing I would do is start to work on the stables, then the track. By the time the stable finish, the track, and then the grandstand. You need the stable them first thing for people to be able to say, okay, bring horses, and then you need the track right behind that for they could start training. And in the meantime, all of that going on, you need the grandstands and where the people gonna come and the race day to get going. That will take a while unless you have the money sitting there. You have to make sure all your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted. Make sure you got all the permits and move forward.
So I guess when whoever do come, they need to have one of the Horseman Association right there with them. That way, each step of the way, everybody's in agreement.
Yes, but if you doing something from ground up and you get the green light to start, number one, before they break down the grandstand, they should have make sure they had all the permits to move forward to rebuild. You need to make sure that you have these things in play, that when you start, you could just run smooth. All you got to wait is for DPNR and whoever to come, make the inspection, and you keep going. When you don't start and have to stop and wait for this permit, wait for that permit, we're going to end up like how we are now. This is too many years.